You are now live. What's up, everybody? Let's take some time for everybody to join. As I press all the other buttons right here that we need to make things happen. Hello, everybody. Hey, Chris. Hey, Abu. This is good. Hey, Jacob, Jack. Guys, let me know where you guys from. I used to do these lives more often. I used to get so many people from like all over the world. My man is in the house, meu amor. What is up, everybody? Howdy. Okay, oh my goodness. I'm also doing this on Zoom. And the Zoom camera can get all of my house, which you guys can see from here. It's crazy because, and I'll tell you this, only because I'm traveling in a couple of days. So it's a little bit hectic, but that's fine. We're going to be all right. Hey, Curtis, my boyfriend is doing great. He's in the live with us. So his son, Dre, shout out to Louisiana. What up, Big City Apple? Oh, bebezinho. Okay, so let's start this because I got places to be, things to do. I'm gonna start recording.
Recording in progress.
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy day 2 of happy day 2 of the Amanda Effect Challenge. We're broadcasting live here on TikTok. Oh my goodness. Instagram. And Zoom. Amor, you can respond Curtis if we're gonna get engaged soon. That's on you. I'm not gonna respond anything. That's on you. Big City Apple, I have been off the lives for a while, man. Like life got busy, real life got busy, and that means I was off social media for a while. I wasn't off, but I just haven't been able to be online as much. But no, here I am again. Oh, he says yes, we're going to get engaged soon. So you guys keep him accountable. Where is it? Don't make me do it again. Don't make me do it again. Curtis, I don't see Shalene all the time, my friend. But when I see her, I will let her know. Trust me. Collectors. What is that? I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to read it out. Because you guys, you think I was born yesterday, right? Yeah, I was born yesterday. Let me focus on the things that matter. So, today's day 2 of the Amanda Effect Challenge. We're going to talk, first of all, I ain't your bruh. Yesterday, we launched the challenge. It's on the links. You guys can check here on Instagram, on TikTok, on Zoom, on YouTube. It's going to be the link here. And this is an accountability challenge. So, everybody starts September 1st, which is next Monday, for us all to get our shits together again, because I know for different reasons, everybody kind of been like coming back from summer. Everybody's kind of been like a little all over the place. People don't know what to do. Perillo Performance in the house. A big shout out to my friends from Perillo Performance. An amazing supplement company that does amazing things for the sport. Huge shout out and respect for them. So this challenge is all about getting our ducks aligned again, because it's so easy to get sidetracked and it's so easy to just start the year again. It's a new year thing, but just kind of like pushing things and just making them work in any way, shape, or form. But that's not the way you're going to achieve success. If you really want to be successful, let me lower my camera here. If you really want to be successful on your fitness journey, you have to get organized. You have to have a goal in common. Let me take these glasses off because I like the reflection. Even though I can't see you guys. Anyway, I don't care. So, you have to get organized in order for you to be successful with your fitness journey. If you really don't, you're gonna blink your eyes, and then sooner than later, it's going to be December, you're going to be 15, 20 pounds heavier, and you're gonna be frustrated because you're just gonna keep thinking, Brazil in the house, Curtis. You're just gonna keep thinking, oh, this is really not for me. I'm really not supposed to be losing weight. I'm really not supposed to be, winning in life. I'm really not supposed to be all those things. When in all reality, it's just a lack of organization. And what you really should be focusing in is like, okay, summer is gone. However you spend summer, whatever you did, whatever you chose to do with your life during summer, that's over. Now it's time for you to, get your big girls pants on, big boys pants on. This is better. And start realizing, where do I want to take my life from now? And when I say that you can apply that for any of the areas of your life, financial, mental, spiritual. But here, no, this is right up my alley. We're talking about physique. What's up, TikTokers? I should be saying the name. I think Instagram doesn't like when I say that. Instagram, just kidding. I'm just trying to make you jealous. But so you really should be paying attention on what you want to do with your life right now. And that's what my challenge is all about. You guys just know I just came back from latest news, Cholu. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for being here, guys. Whenever you join, let us know where you come talking from. Let us know, me and my other personalities, so we can give you guys a shout out. And that's what the challenge is all about, because as I was saying, I just came back from a competition where I should get my crown. Right? Next live, I'm going to get my crown, where I won San Luis, Colorado. Yay. That's what Colorado here in America. I didn't know there was a city called San Luis. My bad. And in order to become a champion, in order to get to that physique at that stage on that day, which was my absolute best self, I had to get all things organized for a while. It wasn't just like, thank you, Big City Apple. Much love to you too. Big City Apple, long time follower from the times we used to do the lives, the prayer lives, right? That's like, man, that's like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Sandrinha, beijo, Sandra. Oldest town in Colorado, San Luis. My bad. Now I know. And that's the thing that I want to gift you guys with this challenge, because I know what it takes in order to get your fitness ready. I know what it takes in order to get your body, your mind aligned, and make sure you do all the things you need to be doing, and not watch another 6 months of your life pass by without you actually getting to where you want to get. And how frustrating that is, because it's I've been there, trust me, many times before I was able to get my my life ready, and before I was able to understand what I wanted to do with my life, what I wanted to do with my physique, what I wanted to do with my body, with my career. I failed lots of times. And thankfully, one day I learned, one day I got better, one day I was able. You find like two people. What does that even mean, latest news? I'm going to stop reading the comments. Good thing I don't have the glasses, because I'm just going to start ignoring you guys if you guys are not making sense. Because what you don't know is this is a live. This is not a democracy. This is a kingdom. And I have full authority on who says anything on my life. If I don't like what you say, you're kicked out immediately. But back to I digress. And that's what the challenge is going to offer you guys. And I'm going to help you with like 2 little things that I see women do it all the time. You guys too. It's not just for women. Men do that all the time too. That prevent you from actually getting the results you want, and set you apart from finally doing this once and for all. Because what like really breaks my heart is seeing women going up and down the weight, and being so frustrated. Latest news. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm sorry if I was rude. I'm a little on the edge of my patience, so forgive my rudeness. That's okay. Give me grace. God gives me grace and forgiveness. But you're too kind. I appreciate that. And understanding that there's ways of doing that and not falling short and not falling to the same mistakes that most women do, in order that you can, with this challenge, it's going to be a 4-week challenge, you're able to concentrate on the tasks that are actually going to move the needle for you. Concentrate on the tasks the tasks that actually are gonna make sure you get to where you want to get, and not take steps back. Just keep taking steps forward. Man, the devil is trying hard to distract me today with this live. That's how I know this message is so important, because there's a fly here inside a mosquito. There's never mosquitoes in my place. My Zoom is going crazy. So I'm just going to take a deep breath. And I'm going to keep delivering my message, because I know when things like that happen is because the enemy doesn't want me to keep saying what I have to say, because I know it can help so many people. Getting back to the script, which there's no script, it's all in here. But getting back to my mental script. The two most common mistakes that I see people doing in their fitness journey, in their weight loss journey, or the muscle building journey, it's all the same. I don't care if you're trying to build muscle. I don't care if you're trying to lose weight. I don't care if you're trying to do the same and the both at the same time. The mistake is the same, and the mistake is you want to go too fast, too soon, too intense. It's unsustainable. Caroline, meu amor, beijo. You want to do everything at the same time, all at once, and you want to lose 10 pounds by Friday. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You need to understand and respect the time of your body. You need to understand and respect the physiological time of your body's response to whatever stimulus you're giving it, based on not just on where you want to get, not just based on where you are right now, but based on all the things you've been doing prior to that moment. Because if you're a 30-year-old female and you haven't been really like paying attention to your body for the longest time, trust me, it's gonna take more than a 4-week challenge like I'm doing to make sure you get to where you want to get. You guys see what's happening? Give me a sec. I'm gonna go up. I can't even be sitting right now because I'm so hyped. That's okay. We're gonna go this through, guys. This ain't my first rodeo. Live is always better, because that's where real life happens. And we're gonna fix things that need to be fixed. There you go, no problem. And we're gonna keep going. Keep going, because this is important. This matters. So we're here talking about people's lives being transformed. You might think that I'm crazy saying that a 4-week challenge is not gonna change your life, and it really won't. That's not what I'm promising right now. What I could be promising anything. What I'm promising you is my full transparency and commitment to share with you what I believe are the most effective ways of causing and creating and implementing transformational habits into your routine, and making sure those stick, making sure whatever habits you change, making sure whatever new things you add to your life, whatever old habits you remove from your life, that time actually makes sense, and that you actually learn, that you actually are able to keep them going after the challenge is over. You're not going to lose 10 pounds of body fat and put on 5 pounds of muscle in 4 weeks. You just might. You might, because everybody's different. Most people will not. Most people will have some effect in their bodies, in their weight. Lots of people will have transformation in their body composition. Lots of people for sure are going to have change in mood and energy and sleep and in health and appetite and just overall joy, because that's what the first thing you see when you start putting those habits in fruition and in action. The weight loss, the weight change is a consequence. Yes, I want that to be the goal. We all want to look good. We all want to fit good in our pants. We all want to fit good in our tops. But that's a consequence of habit change. And for you to change your habits, you need to really understand what that does to you, and understand where those old habits that don't serve you, the old habits that don't serve you, where are they coming from? Why do you keep going back to the same old habits? So if you're someone like me who was born, for those of you who don't know, I'm born in Brazil, born and raised in Brazil. Food is delicious there, and it's so healthy. So most of my life, I had problems overeating there, because it's just how we show love. And my mom happened to be a very amazing cook. And so we just like show love with food. I'm fixing to go back to Brazil for visit my family, and I already asked them, like, I want this, and that. And she's like, I'm getting this, and that. So food is our love language. So for me, when I moved out of Brazil and I moved by myself, and I was like facing life challenges and understanding how to navigate through those, one of my challenges was I always used to go to food for comfort, because that's what I always used to do. Back home in Brazil, that wasn't an issue because food there is so much healthier. So, and I was so much younger and I had simpler issues. So going to food for comfort when I was 20 in my hometown in Brazil, where everything is fresh and it's whole food and it's cooked and it doesn't have all the preservatives and conservatives and much less sugar, the damage that I got was this, very little. Fast forward to my 35 years old, going to food for comfort when I'm living in America, and as much as I try to eat healthy, food has a much worse quality. Foods have chemicals. My cats always like to say hi. Shut up. They're having a ball. I don't tell them shut up. They can do whatever they want. Food have much more, like a lot more chemicals. Food has it has empty calories. I have much bigger issues. Sucesso is in the house. Sucesso. I have much bigger issues, and my metabolism ain't the same, because if you compare a 20-year-old girl to a 35-year-old woman, even though I have more muscle and I'm much healthier today, it's just my metabolism is a little bit slower. So then it becomes a problem. So if I try to fix my 35-year-old problem without understanding my 20-year-old, te amo, Sussu. Beijo, fica com Deus. It's not gonna happen. Muita saudade também. A gente precisa fazer um reencontro. Brazil meets America, Miami meets Rio. Eu tô indo pra Brasília, by the way. Depois a gente se fala. And so it doesn't work, because I need to understand where those habits are rooted in order to fix them. And that's one of the issues that we're gonna talk about in the challenge is habit changing. Simple as that. Of course, we're not going to go through every single habit because it's a collective challenge. We're going to have like hundreds of people in there sharing their pictures and their check-ins and all that. But you're going to start sharing also amanhã. Tô indo para Brasília amanhã. And understanding that and making sure that we all start going back to the root cause of things. So I'm not going to have you just going to the gym for going to the gym. I'll make you understand that if you don't like going to the gym, I'm going to make you understand how important that is right now. Hey, Chrissy, I'm going to make you understand and change your habit and understand the meaning of it and understand that going to the gym is not an obligation. It's a gift. It's a pleasure. It's a blessing. It's something you get to do, and it's a privilege. So things like that are going to be very transformative. So number one mistake, man, 21 minutes already. This is going to be a short, guys. And I said yesterday was a long live. Today we're going to cap it at 30, maybe 35 minutes. But let's see what happens in here. What's up, girl? So that would be mistake number one. You try to get things too fast, too intense. It's not sustainable. So the way to fix that is habit transformation. You need to go back and the root cause of everything. Like, why do you keep eating bad? Why do you keep not working out? Why do you keep binge eating? Why do you keep just being lazy? So we're going to talk about that. Second thing is a lot of people, they focus on eating less and just going into full starvation mode. And although I'm not a hypocrite, although that might give you results in a short term, although that might be a strategy, part of a bigger strategy is calorie restriction, is being into like a calorie deficit for a while. I mean, that's how I get to the level that I got on stage, is being in a calorie deficit and being it for long enough and intense enough in a way that my body gets shed as much fat as I need. Hi, Christina. Hey, bunch of people here. Hey, Brittany. Excuse-moi. We need to also understand that that's not sustainable. So if you want to restrict your calories intensely for what's up, girl? Primo, tudo bom, primo? Tô chegando aí, primo. Acho que já a gente faz a versão em português. Boa noite. We need to understand that in order for transformation to really happen, you need to be able to implement sustainability. Whatever it is that you're trying to do needs to be sustainable. And of course, Sophie, my love, mwah. Hey, from Whole Foods. Girl, you're here. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy you're here. This girl right here, Humble Queens. Can I call you Queens? She's my girl from Whole Foods. She's fine. Girl, if you don't get your fitness in check with this, I don't know what I'm not giving up on you though. You're gonna be part of my challenge. And you're gonna get this right. But so happy to see you here, girl. That's so awesome. I'm so happy. But you even lost track of what I was saying. Sustainable habits. The thing is, the habits you need to implement in order to see results, they're gonna change in intensity. They're gonna change in like how much and for how long you do them. But they're the same, and you need to be able to understand how to navigate through them and how to implement them in a way that, like I said, back to habit changing. It's just a matter of you understanding what works for you and playing with those. Sustainability. Let's give it. I love giving examples because I think that's how we best absorb knowledge. Absorb, understand, implement, whatever you want to name it. For me, my diet. I've always had issues with diet from the first time I gained weight because I really, honestly, when I grew up, I ate very, very bad. And I was super healthy because I was very active. Like I danced, I played sports, I was doing everything. Playing around, like I was outside the house, there were no computers, there was TV. Yes, there was TV, but no computers. So we're just playing outside. So it was very active. So I could get away with cookies and box juice all day and Cheetos. That's all I ate. Now, fast forward to a few years after, I was struggling with diet. The first time I did an exchange program here in America, and I gained like around 40 pounds in 7 months. Got back to Brazil, pre-diabetic, borderline obese. My hormones were all out of order, whatever you want to use it. So I had to start learning how to diet. And that didn't happen for many years because what I was doing is the nutritionist that I had and the system that I was, that I found that, was not given to me because it wasn't given. I searched for it. But what I was doing back then, it was from a base of just copy and paste and following orders. I really didn't try to understand. Of course, I was too young and that wasn't really the focus for me. I just wanted to lose weight. I didn't want to learn anything about it, even though I studied a lot of that in college. But it was all really focused on following the plan, losing weight, and eat all over again on the weekend after I did my check-in with my nutritionist. That lasted for about 8 years on that roller coaster, which was horrible. And now even just saying, it's crazy to see that the professionals that I was being watched by at the time didn't point that out, but whatever. I digress. In all reality, what needed to be done is like understand where those habits are coming from, the food behaviors are coming from, and slowly try to understand and try to change and teach and learn about nutrition, because that's the biggest thing that's going to make the change for you, is understanding the power that food has over your body, over your mind, and over your physique. When you start understanding the nutritional value of food and the power of choice that you have over the foods that you choose to eat and put inside your body, you become so powerful, because you're not going to get deceived by going to a grocery store and seeing a fat-free label and thinking that that's healthy for you. When you start understanding the power that protein has over your body, especially for us women who are trying to put on weight, you become like superwoman powerful. Because you're going to understand, and I'm not going to have to convince you to change your habits. You're going to be convinced, because you're going to feel good. You're going to understand what that means. You're going to feel in your body how amazing it is to have a healthy meal with a high protein, and understand like that balanced level of energy that you get after a very balanced meal, instead of going all over the place, with sugar crashes and all of that. And if you guys follow me, you know I'm a cookie monster. I love my cookies. I love my cookies. But now I know how to eat cookies in a way that it doesn't trigger me as much. Of course, because I'm a binge eater, recovery, I always need to keep on watch, to be honest. Honestly, it's like an addiction. I just can't eat things and just be mindless about that. I need to be always mindful, because if I just keep eating like that, I know that's going to trigger some old habits and some old thoughts that are not beneficial for me. So even though I love cookies, and after show I ate a bunch of cookies, it's okay. I know that cannot be a part of my life, and I'm okay with that. There are certain circumstances that I allow to eat cookies in my life. I was just talking to my boyfriend the other day about that. Like, he's like, are you going to go have cookies? Hi, Dr. Charlene, my beautiful OBGYN, super, super, super incredible superwoman. And I told him, like, no, I'm not going to get cookies because I didn't lift today. I just did cardio. So for me, if I just do cardio, that's a no cookie day. If I lift and I lift heavy, I can have cookies. Homemade protein donuts are my thing. You need to share that recipe, girl. Sharing is caring. Share with a sister, because I love that. I need to start trying to make some protein cookies too, because I love cookies. Oh my goodness. But that's where I'm getting from. After I understood how nutrition works for my body, and after I understand now how to have sustainable dietary habits, I'm able to have sustainable goals. And yeah, my weight might fluctuate 5 pounds up and down, and that's 100% okay, especially for us women, like of our hormonal fluctuations. Your body will fluctuate, but as long as you have enough muscle, as long as you're healthy and you're moving, you're eating the right foods, that's fine, because it goes up and down. It goes down just as much as it goes up, and you're beautiful anyway. So sustainability. Back to the first 2 mistakes, because we need to wrap it up. First mistake is you try to go too fast, too soon, too intense, and you crash. Second mistake is you put unsustainable habits in play. Therefore, you're going to crash again. And whatever protocol you're following, if you're crashing, I'm sorry, but you're just going to keep resenting diet and nutrition and the gym, which shouldn't be. It should be a gradually pleasant, but challenged. Oh my gosh, I think I need some food. But what's the word I'm looking for? Challenging. Lord. I have 572,000 tabs open in my brain. Amo, ask her for some protein donuts. But so it should be gradual, increasing, challenging routine and journey that keeps you intrigued, keeps you motivated, keeps you challenged, but also keeps giving you good results. Okay? And that's what we're going to talk about all throughout the Amanda Effect Challenge. We'll start September 1st. Check the link here, all over. So it's going to be 4 weeks of training. Of course, you're going to have training. You're going to have the whole training on my app. Everything's going to be on my app. Little Guerra, como você tá, meu querido? You're going to have nutritional guideline. Of course, I can't give an individual nutritional meal plan to every one of you, but there will be like a nutritional guidelines. I'm going to teach you about protein. I'm going to teach you the importance of a high protein breakfast and high protein meals, and teach you like high protein sources, where to find those, how to implement that on your daily basis, with better foods to choose, how to even like meal prep and make sure like you have the foods ready for you. We're also going to talk about cardio. I'm going to tell you what to do, when to do, how to do it, the intensity that you should be doing. And of course, once again, it's different for all of us, but when you're doing things in a group, in a collective, it's just you motivate other people. So that's the whole reason why I'm doing this in a group setup. I want us all to do it together, because trust me, my show was August 9. So I'm in like 15, 17 days of my show, like a little over 2 weeks. And I've been chilling, I've been resting, I've been working out less, I've been eating more. And it's all nice and dandy, and it's all fun and games. But like, I miss my ab lines, I miss my veins, and I miss my discipline. Because that is, let me tell you guys, the power of living a disciplined life, nothing tops it. Everything flows. Everything happens. You are like a magnet attracting good things to your life. And I believe, no, sorry, I said it was going to be 35 minutes, but we're almost wrapping up. The biggest benefit of this challenge is I'm going to keep you girls and guys, it's open for men too. We don't discriminate. Keep you guys accountable. Your bills to sell. What is wrong with my cat? Dude, you're trying to... When I say that this is powerful and that I was been trying, I'm sorry, my cat's the devil. It's not. It's just using my poor little thing to distract me. They went through a lot today, so I give them grace. Ow. Okay, I think we're good. I'm glad this all is recorded because there's no way I could all do this. Thank you, Rose. Oi, Fabienne. Keep up with great discipline. Times go by fast. Stay fit. Yes, that is the goal. Keep aging like fine wine. Keep getting better. I'm better now at 39 than I ever was, ever in my life. So that's a good thing. I need you to come here and put some order in my house, please. But I get distracted. Okay, discipline. That's the thing. Getting back to discipline, as I was saying, that I need this just as much as you guys need it, and we're gonna keep ourselves accountable because September 1st, I'm still gonna be in Brazil, so it's gonna be extra challenging because I will wanna keep eating my mom's home cooking, all the goodies that I have there, but if it's on, it's on, you know? We can't be playing games anymore because time is ticking and gravity is gonna win the war against us all eventually, but not without a good fight. So September 1st, we start. We're still on early bird pricing, so get on the link right now. We do have limited spots, so